What's up, boys? Today we're going to hit a little pull day. So back and biceps and a little bit of forearms as well, because I like working forearms on pull day. I think that's a constraint for a lot of different exercises that I have, right? So stuff like pull-ups, my grip gives out before the rest of my back does. For stuff like deadlifts, my grip gives out before the rest of my muscles do, the rest of my body does. So I've really been focused on forearms a lot. We're going to hit one or two things for forearms today. I really like doing dead hangs, so we'll be doing some of those for sure. I got a legendary tier pull from the Lost and Found at this gym. I made sure to ask the girl behind the desk if it was okay if I could take this. But look at that fucking sick hat, dude. Puma. Fuck yeah. It's so me, dude. I was eyeing it a couple days as I walked past it in the Lost and Found, and I was like, man, I really want to grab that, but I didn't want to steal anything or take it without permission. So I just finally asked the girl, like, hey, is it okay if I have that hat? I don't know how long it's been there. She said, yeah, sure, but just wash it first. I don't recommend you just take shit out of the Lost and Found. That's stealing and you shouldn't do it. But this, I think, is an exception. So, fucking sick hat. We're gonna have a good workout today. Slam the pre. We're gonna try and go real hard and kill my back for sure. Before we start this workout, I want to tell you a little story that I think will kind of get us in the mood. It's kind of some inspiration, and I think it's a good note to start the workout off on. That story is, yesterday, as I was driving to the gym with my brother, who can't make it today, unfortunately, my younger brother. He was telling me this story about how, because he's a big football guy, in football, his coach kind of called him out in front of the rest of the team, right? His coach put him in, and then my brother didn't play, as well as he expected. Coach got kind of frustrated and sort of called my brother out in front of the entire team. So my brother came back a little bit upset, and me and the rest of the family were trying to kind of like console him, right? Like comfort him and shit like that, right? So my mother, my father, we were all kind of pitching in and trying to motivate him and shit like that. And near the end of the day, when I was driving to him with the gym, he was telling me this, and he said, I was actually like really proud of him for kind of having this insight. He said, I don't really feel good when people kind of try and comfort me or like motivate me when I screwed up and I feel bad, He was like, yeah, it was kind of wrong of the coach to kind of call me out in front of the rest of the team, but like, it was me that messed up. Like, I kind of have to take responsibility for my problems, even if it's like someone else's fault, I need to take responsibility for it. There's nothing like I can do to control the coach and change the past. And he said, when I was like telling people about the frustration I had, all their comfort didn't really feel good. It was like emotional coddling, like he was being babied, is what he said. And I was kind of proud of him for like recognizing that, because I was like, yeah, fair enough. Like I don't really like emotional coddling or like babying either. I don't like people trying to make me feel good when something's wrong with my life. I've never liked that. I've always been about, like, I've always kind of like hated it, honestly. I want to talk to people about things. I think the urge to talk to people about things, to speak to people about things, problems you have and stuff like that, I think that's very normal. But I think it's also normal for, especially men, to not really enjoy emotional coddling. Not really enjoy that. I think as a family you're supposed to, but for men, action is what fixes things. I've always felt better after I took action and I solved the problem, right? I've never felt better by trying to feel better from other people trying to comfort me and shit like that. I've never felt better from that. I've only ever felt better when I kind of took responsibility for my problems and focused on action to fix whatever it is that I have a problem with. And I was just so proud of him for recognizing the same kind of thing that I recognize as well, which is like, if you're mature, you stop finding gratification in feeling good and just feeling better about your problems, right? You stop finding gratification or satisfaction in just someone telling you it's all going to be okay. Because you know it's not. It's not unless you take responsibility and something fucking changes, right? The problem doesn't go away until the problem is solved. Someone telling you don't worry about it isn't going to solve the problem. I just hope that kind of like story inspires you. Like maybe you're thinking as well, like, yeah, I don't really feel good when people try and comfort me or like patronize with me or like try and like coddle me, you know, when people try and make me feel good through their words. It doesn't really make me feel satisfied or good. It just kind of makes me feel like a little bit guilty and weak. So that's the note that I want to start this workout on. I will see you on the inside.
So after my rows, I actually threw up in the gym bathrooms. I don't know if it was that I didn't eat enough today or if it was my pre-workout, but I spent 20 minutes in the locker room trying to let my stomach settle down, and when I realized that it wouldn't, I just stuck 2 fingers on my throat and forced myself to throw up. I immediately felt way better afterwards, and all of these lat pull downs are after I threw up and while I'm feeling better. You can kind of see like I'm in a way better mood. I'm like in a crazy mood, and I actually hit a PR on lat pull downs today because it just felt so good. Yeah, there's something about like just throwing up and then continuing after you throw up. It just makes you feel invincible.
On the
that was a fun workout. I had a lot of fun. I threw up in the middle of the workout. I don't know if it was if I took too much pre-workout. I don't know if it was that I didn't eat enough today, but it doesn't matter. I went to the locker room for a little while to try and let my stomach calm down. Then after like 20 minutes, it wasn't calming down. It wasn't getting any better. So I just stuck my fingers down my throat, forced myself to throw up, and I felt amazing afterwards. And then I finished my fucking workout. You've got to have that kind of drive if you want to achieve your ideal aesthetic physique. If you want to fucking get results, dude, you have to have that fucking drive. Nauseous, go to the bathroom, force yourself to throw up, and then finish your goddamn workout. I did that consistently, by the way, for a period of time where there was one point where I was dosing incorrectly with magnesium and zinc, so my stomach was kind of fucked up for a little while. But I still went to the gym anyways, every single day, and I was always nauseous, and I knew I was going to throw up, but I still went every single day, went to the bathroom when I got nauseous enough, forced myself to throw up, and then finished my fucking workout. Sometimes you have to. Like, you just gotta do what you have to, you know? It sucks. It can ruin your mood. You feel drained afterwards. Doesn't fucking matter, dude. The workout is inevitable. Can't be stopped. But yeah, I felt pretty good today. I feel like my pull muscles are kind of lacking compared to the rest of my physique. My pull-ups are getting pretty good. I'm doing weighted pull-ups. You saw me do 25 for 10 reps, and then 30 for kind of 10 okay reps. And yeah, but like my biceps, I feel like are kind of underdeveloped, so I gotta pay extra attention to those. But yeah, fun workout. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. All I talk about is how to get an aesthetic physique, and then I post kind of updates like this, fun workout videos like this. So if you enjoyed this, you should subscribe so you can see more shit like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.